All right, today is Monday the 14th. All the traveling's done. I think I'm officially halfway to the Ironman. And so right now what I'm about to do is actually register for the race, put out a little bit more money there. In time just really to lock in, I guess. Did a 3-hour bike ride this past weekend, which was actually the confidence boost I needed. Just that's about half of the distance on the bike that I was a little bit more curious about. So we're doing that. And now we're going to register for the race. All right, we did it. For the low price of $1,020, which hurts my head to comprehend because that doesn't even include like hotel or travel to get down there. So might have to sell more shoes. And also it's a little nerve-wracking when you sign something officially. Not worried necessarily about the Ironman, respect the process, but when you put an emergency contact number in, always kind of, puts it into reality. So we've registered. We're officially on IRONMAN California, Sacramento, Sunday, October 19th. I'll be there. The goal is to finish sub 14. So nothing crazy, but we'll see what we can do. Completed the swim today. We'll talk about that tomorrow whilst on the bike. All right, hopping on the bike. It's about 75 degrees outside, so this garage is going to be a little warm. About an hour of sprint workouts with some hydration. Got to do it pretty quick because I get to the comedy club after this, but I finally brought it back. Team headband, we're locking in. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday did the bike, did 16 miles and 45 minutes for the sprint workout. And swim, we did 2,600 yards on Monday. Today I was supposed to run with like prolonged efforts, a minute zone 5 with like a minute recovery for a good portion. But something's going weird in my leg. I think I would have been fine, but that's a check you don't want to cash. So just taking the day off. Tomorrow I'm supposed to swim and then back in the long bike and run on Sunday. We're on Thursday. Did a post swim. Probably my best swim yet, to be honest. Endurance swim about 3,000 yards, and it just felt pretty good, surprisingly. So stoked on that. Maybe some of the rest. Leg is feeling a little bit better. And now I'm on my way to a comedy show. And then tomorrow's a rest day. So I'm very curious about this comedy show. We'll see what it looks like inside. I've not done one of these spots in a minute. Flashing sign, never. Reminds me of a club, but not a good one. So we'll see.
Don't take any videos of anything. Not to say that anybody's going to come up here and say anything.
All right. 2-hour, 45-minute bike ride. Figured I'd go over what I used to fuel during that time. So I aim for like 800 or 600 to 1,000 milligrams of sodium, and then somewhere between 60 to 90 carbs, and probably about 400 to 500 calories per hour. And so I got this super high carb mix. It's crazy because there's only 8 servings in here, which is a big bag, but it's 7 scoops per serving. And that'll give you 400 calories, 400 milligrams of sodium, and 100 grams of total carbs. So what I think I'm going to do to start the test out is I'm just going to do about 4 scoops in each, so a little over half, so 200 calories, 50 carbs, 200 milligrams of sodium. And then I do some Nerds clusters, which are 100 calories, 24 grams of carbs, 45 milligrams of sodium in a serving. And then I'll do a little bit of electrolyte mix, which gives me roughly 810 milligrams of sodium. And then I'm just going to try to tweak and refine that as training goes on. Then I also have, I guess, this gel that you've seen me use. 100 calories, 24 grams of carbs, 110 milligrams of sodium. So it's a lot of scooping, I guess, but that's what you got to do to figure out what your stomach or like gut training will do. So that's one. As I progress to longer rides, because you don't want your gut to like fail on you during a long ride. And so I think I'm going to start here, scale upwards. I need to buy more bottles, figure out how I'm going to hold it on the bike and fuel that way. So I'll do the math, run it up, and see what this looks like for the 3-hour ride. All right, starting it off. What it finally comes down to with this nutrition is, get into aero position here, roughly 450 calories, 80 grams of carbs, and about 500 milligrams of sodium an hour. Let me double check that. Yeah, so that's right. I think the calories, about 500. I want to get up to 700, so I'll try to optimize that after this ride. All right, about an 80-minute run, 10 minutes in. I think I'm gonna get a donut on the way, so feeling pretty good, but looking forward to a donut. Oh, can I just get a glazed donut? There's the donut, baby. All right, that's the end of the week. Roughly 77 miles, 50 miles on the bike yesterday, and 2 hours and 45 minutes, and then 8.5 miles in an hour 20 today. So the run went fine, it was cool. Now I'm just doing a little the leg recovery, but now we're kind of locking in 26 weeks out. Hopefully the injury curve is over. Legs feeling better, so next week should be the first full week of all 6 workouts in like maybe a month because of Vegas and LA and Spain. But feeling good, optimistic, fueling's looking better. Still got to figure out all those calories, but we're locked in. Officially signed up this week too. Just spit a little, crazy. Officially signed up, so we're committed. Got the hotel. Now just continue to trust the process, and before we know it, we'll be at the race.